EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the architectural wonder that is the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The veteran punter Bradley Pinion has this one teed up, and we are underway from Atlanta. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They begin the drive with Williams. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Now Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On third down, Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. A huge play there for Denver. 55 yards.
Just a breakdown there defensively. It looked like someone got their wires crossed because no one seemed to pick him up at all. He's running free, and there's not a quarterback in the league who's going to miss that throw. That's a huge play.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Wilson wants a different look. Back to throw. Wilson out quickly to Judy. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And now an audible here into something else. Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Williams again. And Williams is in for a Denver touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 25-yard line. Now a first carry here for Robinson.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. Second down and a run by Robinson.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Ritter throwing on third down.
That is caught and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
2 yards still to go. Third down now. Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To the 36-yard line, stop there. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Robinson gets the toss on the right side.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice gain.
First down, here's Ritter.
And a dump off here to Robinson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Sets up the screen to Robinson.
He's in the space past the 25.
And finally marked down at the 23. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now this throw caught left side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
You know, Wilson going to change things up here.
Off the bootleg. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Here's Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
Throwing again here, Wilson.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On third down, here's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
After the interception, here's Wilson. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Able to power through. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
On third down, Robinson.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, Ritter checks this one down to Robinson.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
Robinson on a give right side.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Robinson with another carry.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
They give it to Williams, running right.
To the 36-yard line, stop there. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From midfield now, here's Wilson.
Short throw caught by Dulcich.
Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Here's Wilson to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free.
In motion left goes Sutton.
Throwing is Wilson.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So they're able to build on things here with a field goal, but the question is how much longer can they really rely on their defense to pitch a shutout?
That's a great question because the guys on the other sideline are saying, give us the ball. We want another shot at this. So yes, tight game, he'll take the 3. But this game, it's far from over.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Ritter from the gun. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that, where that would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
That's returnable now for Smith.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Wilson. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll toss it out right to Williams.
Down the sideline he goes. He may go. Javonte Williams.
And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Javonte Williams.
His second touchdown of the night.
And the Broncos have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 5. On second down, a run with Patterson.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
They'll run with Patterson. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ritter on 1st and 10.
He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Here's Ritter.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. 4th down, big play. Here's Ritter.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Scotty Miller there to make the grab. And the Falcons are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And he'll get in for the score, and that's going to cut the lead down to 13. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Oh, Wilson going to throw. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. Ritter.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 23.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
To throw is Wilson. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter.
Teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, please a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass. Ooh, ooh, let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then kick it in a lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'ma watch what you gon' do. If you gon' build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe. Man, I don't got time. It's all about the vibe. All that I got time. I ain't got the goose. Stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe. Don't waste my time. Yeah. I can show you how to make a lot of cheese. I got the dialect of dairy in my diary. I'm from a lactose intolerance community. I wanna circulate the units in the unity. The continuity of opportunity for stacking bands. Opportunity to stack the figures with your family. I can show you how to get the figures in advance. I don't see nobody else but us giving a damn. Ooh. So let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, sucker, kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'm gonna watch what you gonna do. See, if you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, coming to you now from the foot of the Rockies in Denver, Colorado. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Swift. He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, 55 yards. And the Eagles put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their 25-yard line. Now Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now it's Wilson. Right back to Jeudy, and it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. Down to the 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
He'll take this to the 46.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Here's a toss play right to Swift.
Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
Same connection, Dulcich once again.
And he'll be taken down as that. That will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 21-0 our score after one. Now Wilson on first down.
Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. Wilson will throw again.
A short one to the tight end, Troutman.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Wilson. Buying time to his left.
Finds Dulcich out left side.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give to Williams, running right. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Wilson. This is caught. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of a yard, and the Broncos are going to have it 1st and goal.
Williams is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Williams is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown.
Well, this had not been the greatest of first halves to this point. They've been pretty well dominated in all phases of the game, so this was an important drive just to show they can move the football and finish. And now they're on the board here on the touchdown run.
Lutz with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. A.J. Brown, 76 yards.
And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead.
Elliott on for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting him to shreds.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Now Wilson changing to play.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now we give up the middle to Williams.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown.
Javonte Williams
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Going deep here for Watkins. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Wilson.
A short one to the tight end, Troutman.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
2nd and 6.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, Williams. Fights through and now a crease. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this a 39-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this 2nd half as they trail, and we are back underway.
And this will not be returned, so the 2nd half begins with a touchback.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this 3rd quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it'll be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
Well, it looks like they'll move things around here.
Wilson now off the bootleg. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
The kick by Lutz is good.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to get the crowd going. They're loving that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed in order to help increase their margin. They've got to find a way, but you're not counting on it. That's exactly what you said. Can't miss your turn, can't miss your opportunity.
Yeah, they're going for another opportunity now.
3rd and 5.
Once again, it's Swift. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. They'll try it now with Swift. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Wilson.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now Wilson wants a different look.
Wilson on 3rd down. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble at 6, but now it's 4th.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
The kick by Lutz is good.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go.
They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Second down. Here's Hurts.
Smith catches left side. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Throwing is Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one goes for 8 yards.
So you think it's not tough playing quarterback in the NFL? How about what we just saw there? The rush got home on third down. He had to stand in there and take the shot as he released it. Throws on target, though, and it's good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, first down screen pass, good for 5.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
On third down, here comes Swift.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
They'll run the toss to Swift.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
Stuck for a loss by the linebacker, Josie Jewell.
As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Alex Singleton.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now it's Wilson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left.
And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
136 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift.
55 yards.
And the Eagles use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now Wilson on 2nd down.
Caught by Dulcich.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10.
On 1st down, Wilson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Here comes 2nd down.
Here's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
Got his man, it's Dulcich.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st.
And that's caught by Williams. And he is going to have a Broncos 1st down by a couple of yards as they get 5 there on 4th and 3.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays.
never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. I ain't got it, but they hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got them in they feelings. Yeah.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA.
Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it.
Flush to his right. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Swift going to try up the middle.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift,
40 yards.
And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. And he fends him off. Forced out to his left. And smartly going into the slide there. Wilson has enough for the first. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. A first carry now. This is Williams.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And they'll send Judy in motion left.
Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They give it to Williams, running right. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Throwing is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it they're picking up the first down. And they just did not get the snap away in time. The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now they'll throw it with Wilson.
Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Wilson.
That's complete to Troutman, right side.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. 4th down. Here's Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
They've got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Hurts. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. On first down, Hurts. And this one's incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
63, 180, 180. Panther 11.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now a give, right side, Swift. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This from 54 yards away. The kick by Elliott is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. To throw is Wilson. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
Well, they moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Here we go with Williams. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Wilson going to change things up here. To throw is Wilson on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down. Needed the 40, but he's a yard or two shy. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Nothing is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
They'll send Judy in motion left. Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Hassan Reddick coming through with a stop there and a tackle for loss to boot. On second down, Wilson. That is incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
On third down, Wilson. He's going to take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a handoff to Swift. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 71 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a first down.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well.
14. Where's 52? 52. 52's the mark. Okay, just like that.
Now it's Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Things just kind of continuing to unravel for them here in the second half. They take the shot downfield, but this defense, once again, up to the task.
Well, this is where you think about the old phrase, desperate times call for desperate measures, because they've got nothing on the scoreboard, and they're just trying to get something, anything to go their way. But in this case, they turn the ball over.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Oh, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Aaron Browning
With a big-time sack on third down, it's a loss of 7. The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
23 yards on the play. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like, they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw caught here by Dulcich.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Here's 1st down.
To throw again is Wilson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44.
How about one last great play defensively, and that
tripping, this is easy, got them excited to meet me, I got diamonds, you got CZs, wake up, get to it and repeat,